actually, that's something we should clear up. I think your last interview with Devin, you asked him how we got the name of the band, and he didn't really know. I think he didn't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I think he did, but if you, I think he had it nailed. But please, Mia, share the story.
Well, I mean, no, Sweet Boy.
Good team building right now.
No, Sweet Boy and I used to go to Coney Island in fucking black leather, and we used to play on the boardwalk, just the two of us, like no amps, just acoustic, but playing on our electric instruments because we're weird like that.
So how did the name come about?
And we're playing right outside Shoot the Freak, and we said, hey, this would be a really good band name, and I said Shoot the Freak. And
that's totally the story he told me.
That's not what I heard.
No, I told the people, I didn't tell that specific story, but I told people that it came from the Coney Island.
Well, now they know. Now they know.
So what is the Coney Island game Shoot the Freak? Like, what is that?
It's a sideshow attraction where people go and they paintball this guy wearing a mask who's labeled as a freak, and we just felt bad for him. We were like, we're freaks just as much as he's a freak. So if you're a freak, we're freaks, and
so let's freak.
We're gonna shoot some freaks.
Wow, pop a cabinet.
That's all. I like that it was a sentence. Shoot the freak. Period.
Sentence.
And there's so many things you can make out of it. It was like, come to the freak show tonight. We're freaking out.
Well, and my interpretation of it of that rock and roll, maybe I got too philosophical for Mia's taste.
Clearly.
Was that idea of, I mean, you know, like I said last time, like there was something about watching rock and roll and watching people that you kind of give yourself, oh, there's something fucked up about it. The best with Iggy Pop's a perfect example of all the fucked up things that he did. He's a legend, and I mean, he did some of the most raw and you know, some rough things on stage, and people could not stop watching. People could not watch. Think about that game, and
I mean, roll around in glass and cut himself.
Come on, man. Yeah, exactly.
I bled on stage last time, but that was the only time
that was unintentional.
It wasn't intentional.
What did you do? How did you bleed on stage?
He like headbutted me. I flew across the stage. Bye, Laura. Nice to see you, darling. I flew across the stage. He falls on the floor, and by the end of the show, I'm bleeding out of my arm, and I was just like, that's what you did to me. But it's rock and roll.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I don't know.
And it's cool to chant. Like to hear people chanting Shoot the Freak.
They do, too.
You get people chant ready.
Yeah. Berto?
That's how I get people to the show.
No, that's awesome. That's great. I hope people watch our show and think like that's sex on stage. That's all I want people to think.
Nice.
We had a band name that I loved that I'm glad we have the name that we have right now. I still laugh when I think about it. I don't remember who came up with it. Casino Evil.
That was my dad.
That shit cracks me up.
Brian Sawyer came up with that.
I still laugh.
He goes, here are the two best band names of all time: Casino Evil and Tequila Mockingbird.
Tequila Mockingbird.
Tequila Mockingbird.
Casino Evil is amazing.
Like, Dad, that's a drink.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Yeah. He's out of his mind.
That's why we love him.
Yeah.
So for people who have not yet seen the Freak Show, what can they expect other than sex on stage?
Other than sex on stage?
A bunch of fucking freaks.
A lot of violence.
Instruments.
A lot of violence.
I think we beat each other up pretty good. No, you know what? It's hard-hitting rhythm. It's music that's going to make you think and go to sleep with it pounding in your head. No, for real.
It's great.
Is it not?
It's
going to give you a headache for a good reason.
It's very catchy. I think the thing that I mean, being in this band, obviously, I'm impressed with is Garrett bringing these songs. There's a rhythm that's developing, and something we're getting into that there's a visceral reaction to the music where people want to move. You know what I mean? There's people that we've never seen before at our shows that are moving, you know what I mean, that are like whatever happens, like they want to. And I think for hard-hitting rock, for the punk influence that all of us have, the hard rock, and being able to add the rhythm factor and not just punishment is like crazy, you know.
But they do, man. Catchy. They move. Like if you look at the front row of our shows, they're fucking moshing.
The last few shows, people have, and it's been a different group of people each time.
Every time.
Last few shows, and they've just been, and that is the biggest compliment to us.
I love you.
Yeah. Have a good one. Thank you. Thank you, man.
See you soon.
Yeah, that's amazing. No, but I mean what you said is true. It's a hard rock show. It's still rock and roll. It's still punishing on some level.
Still rock and roll to me.
You know what I mean? But there is something really. What I hope is that people that wouldn't even be into this type of music maybe can still say, "Fuck, they put on a good show."
I agree with that.
Yeah, you know.
Say, I
everybody's got that wall that they're hiding
Absolutely.
behind. And I feel like if you're just going to be raw and real with what you're presenting in anything, not even just music, then people are going to know it's sincere and you're really doing this with all your heart and putting everything into it.
Totally.
And hopefully they can break down that wall no matter what you are, who you are.
Right.
And just enjoy some fucking music.
Yeah.
So do you guys see yourselves touring, or are you going to just stay local?
I think it depends. I mean, like, hey, if we got offered a tour,
Done deal.
we're there,
We're there,
man.
Touring
But
is, yeah.
at the same time, we have so much fun playing the New York shows that I'm not looking to play anywhere else. Like, I'm not seeking it out, but
I feel like it's one of those things that it has to be brought. That's the thing, and for the most part, like the shows that we have just been, because we've been doing so well and drawing pretty well and getting a great reaction from people. People have been very supportive. You know, we've gotten opportunities, you know, that have just, you know, we've been very, very fortunate. So if that, none of us would deny that. I don't think we are going to necessarily try and force it to happen, because it's hard. Touring's hard, money-wise. You know, we all have jobs.
We all have
and this, that, and the other. It's like, I think it's one of those things that if it naturally develops the way everything else is developed, it's going to happen pretty soon, no matter what.
Yeah, but I also think that New York is like our city. Like, this is where we're meant to play music, and this is the kind of crowd that we draw.
And that's what Mia said in the very beginning.
New York wants to hear our sound, but I'm not going to say that.
You know, I want to take over New York and.
That's all I wanted to do. I want underground fame and post-mortem notoriety. Yeah. That's what I want. I don't care if we tour anywhere. I have so much fun playing here that's all I want to do.
Yeah. If it happens, awesome. But it's not. I think none of us are in it for some sort of, you know, stardom, fandom, or some, you know, anything crazy like that. Like, we like what we do with each other, and we like the response we get. And if we were just a super successful band in New York, I don't think any of us would be upset. You know,
that would be the end all and be all for me. That's all I want.
Yeah, if someone hears and decides we need to share y'all with other, and there's some success involved in that, then yeah, absolutely.
Do we have other shows coming up besides Don Hills?
My goodness.
We do. Monday at Bowery Electric. Monday, April 18th.
18th, yeah.
And that's 21 and older also.
It's 21 and up. And then Don Hills on the 24th, which is Easter. We got Passover, we got Easter. We're big holiday players. We like to eschew anything that has to do with public holidays.
We might have to